not gaining anything.
And what's the story on this motor?
On the Mondello?
Yeah.
That was bought for a 70 Cutlass 442 that we're building, and it started out life as just a basic restoration. He had bought the motor from Mondello, and as the build progressed, it kind of turned into more of a high-end SEMA type build. So instead of putting this in stock block, which this is a great motor, he's decided to build the ultimate big block olds. So we are doing this. This is the block to replace it, this Rocket Racing Engines block, and that's going to end up being a 530 cubic inch engine. So to get to 750 or 800 horsepower on pump gas, we knew we couldn't do it with the stock block. So we're going all aftermarket everything. So we have this one now left over, fresh off the dyno. I think he spent about $14,000 just on the motor itself, and then plus $2,000 on the pulleys. So there's $15,000 or $16,000 worth. We also have two intakes for it. We have the one that came with it. We also have this Performer RPM air gap that's been professionally port matched. So I can install either intake on that motor, and dynoed out at a little over 600 horsepower and I think 620 or 30 pounds of torque. It is a hydraulic roller motor. The intake's loose. It's got all Mondello vertical bar hydraulic roller lifters. They say Reuben on them, but that's just, they'll put anybody's name on here, but that's a Mondello lifter. It's got a 540 lift hydraulic roller cam. I've also got the matching TCI torque converter that was bought for this engine to go to any turbo transmission, turbo 350, turbo 400. We won't be using it with the new motor. Basically, these heads are gasket matched. They're not fully ported. They do have a bowl blend. It is a stock stroke 30 over bore 455, so I believe it's a 461. It's got the larger push rods with a restricted oil tip. It's also got Mondello's upgraded, I don't know if I have that on there or not. So it's got their upgraded roller rocker arm package, which basically has this shaft in between the two. It kind of just gives it more stability. So it's not a true shaft rocker, but it's just about as close as you can get without spending $1,000 on rocker arms. So super heavy duty stuff, double springs. That's Mondello's, their own cylinder head that they have made or cast. That's what they told us. I do have the build sheet on it. It's got a JE forged piston. It's got a H-beam rod, ARP bolts in the rods. It's got a cast crank. So everything here is safe. We were even going to put some nitrous to it. I think as long as you stay under 150 shot, you should be good. So this motor go great in anything. Street car, go good in a jet boat. There's a lot of options for this motor, and like I said, I'll put either intake on it you want. The pulley system is also for sale. We're going with a black theme now, so I'm going to order a black set from March. So if you wanted the whole motor turnkey, we could work out a deal there with the pulleys on it, with the intake sealed up, ready to go. And if you wanted us to dyno it, we could actually dyno it here locally in town. Work that into the price so that everybody sees the motor run, hears it run. You know what you're buying, know that you're getting a good piece. So that's an option that we would be willing to do, just so that you know what you're getting. The pulleys and the engine complete. So just trying to move it to help fund this motor. So we're probably looking at somewhere maybe around $10,000 for the turnkey package. We might could take a little bit less if you want to make an offer, but it's there's no way you could build it for that. I mean, even if we built this motor in-house, you'd be well over $12,000, $13,000. The Oldsmobile stuff's getting hard to find, and like I said, it's a full roller motor. It's pump gas friendly at 10.5 to 1 with the aluminum heads. You can just run some 93 octane premium, 92 octane. It'll run just fine. Mondello does offer a 10-year parts warranty on all of their stuff. So I would imagine that would transfer over, being that it's a brand new build, if we let them know that someone else bought it before it ever got used. I don't know that for sure, but we could definitely ask them. They don't warranty any labor, but they do warranty all the parts.